All right, everyone, welcome back. It's episode 2 of the off-season special, and we are in full draft mode. Let's take a look at the prospects here. We have to figure out who we're taking. Remember, we don't have a second round pick this year. That's okay. There are players that I have identified as people that I want. Here is a quick list here. We have strong safety Mitch Rowe, and I wrote down all their stats here, so I have them for you. So he is a 21-year-old who runs a 4.36 with 19 bench press reps. He has A hit power, B zone. I'm not going to go into every single one, but Shaquille Morton here. He is only 32 bench press reps, but he's 6'6", 318. He's 22 years old. A pass block, A awareness, A impact blocking, C run blocking. We like to run the ball, so it's kind of tough, but he is going to help with the pass. Wide receiver Darren Davenport here, 6'3", 233 pounds, runs a 4.33 40. A catching, A spectacular catch, A short route running. This is kind of just the list that I've compiled. Couple left tackles, we're weak at left tackle here. George Collins, another huge receiver. But the guy I want to talk about the most is probably Nate Green. Look at this guy. He's 6'7", 228 pounds. He ran a 4.36, which is the fifth fastest 40. And he has a 40.8-inch vertical, the best vertical in the class. So not only is he 6'7", he can jump higher than anyone else. Look at the top fits there. Broncos being on the board. Nate Green in the second or third. This guy might be X Factor. I don't know, but he might be X Factor, though. The problem is we don't have a second round pick. So we're going to have to move up in this draft if we want him. I think the more important need is we either need to focus on left tackle or this safety. If he's here, I'm taking him. This guy's 21 years old, 4.36 40. A hit power, B man, B play rec, B tackle, B zone. His injury is the only thing. It's F injury. I don't like that. But we need a replacement for Justin Simmons. I guess Justin Simmons is a free safety. So this would just be taking over JL Skinner's role because we don't really have a good strong safety. I also like this guy's name, Malachi Cheeks. I think that's hilarious. 4.48 40 though, not great. He does have 8 hit power, which is very good. A lot of guys here, a lot of dudes here. Some people that I've starred here. Peter Chambers, I'm interested in him. Where did he go? I just saw him. Here we go. Peter Chambers, another free safety, 21 years old, 6'2", ran a 4.47. B hit power, B tackle, B zone, B block shed, B catching. Pursuit, play rec, and man coverage, a little underwhelming, but he is a guy that I had starred. I'm curious about these guys, though. That's the thing. It's like I want to know about these guys. So I want to know 100% if these guys are the guys we're going to take. So what I need to do here, what we need to do here is identify what our biggest needs are, right? So I think if we go take a look at the roster, we go to adjust lineup here, we can see the cards. You can see that we're set at quarterback. We have Phil Holcomb. You can see we're set at running back. We have Zaire Johnson. You can't even see it, but Jahmyr Gibbs is here. Let me go add all these new guys to the depth chart. I probably should have done that before, but what better time than now? I know this is real exciting stuff for you guys, but Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be our number 2 back. 100%. I mean, he's going to be our third down back. It's going to be incredible. Wide receivers right now, we're really short. Like, we have JT Booth, X Factor, obviously. Quez Watkins, game-breaking speed. Ray Hodges, game-breaking speed. Simi Feheko, Phil Holcomb's best friend. And then we have, the second year. Just kind of into the roster guy, Daquan Potter. We're going to add a guy. I'm going to get Nate Green, I think. The 6'7" wide receiver. Could you imagine adding him to JT Booth along with these 2 slot guys and Ray Hodges and Quez Watkins? Whoa, that's a fun offense. We have Tavares Streets. He's going to be our starting tight end with Chigo Okonkwo as well. We also have Randall Newman as our third tight end and fullback. Mitchell Allen, James Callahan. Still just kind of platooning at left tackle. So left tackle is a huge need for us. Left guard, also a big need for us. Center, really it's just the offensive line, right? Like our right guard, Jermichael Pitts would be the starter there. We tried to go after Ronnie Stanley, the left tackle, in the offseason, as you guys probably watched. We did not get him. So we still have McGlinchey, that's fine. Kevon Richards, you can't see it on here, but he's now superstar depth, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. We also signed for depth behind him Jadeveon Clowney. So we have Jadeveon Clowney to rush in there as well. Zach Allen is in here. We have Javier Bush, a second-year guy. Tavares Streetson is going into his 4th year. We also have Zach Allen starting at 2 positions. That can't be right. All right, so we need Delgado to start here. Zach Allen, I think we signed Eric Armstead as well. We sure did. So Eric Armstead's going to be in there as our number 2 DT. Left outside linebacker, we have Kaliko Wall in his final year of his contract. We also signed Divine Diablo, which I think was a huge signing for us. He'll be our backup, our number 2. Linebacker, 88 speed, really good player. Right outside linebacker, we're good there with Baron Browning. Corner, we have Pat Surtain, Jacoby Arrington. We also signed Caleb Farley. So Caleb Farley is going to kind of be in the mix there as our number 3 corner. 96 speed, really fun player there. Justin Simmons, and then J.L. Skinner. So strong safety is a need, left tackle is a need, left guard is a need. As far as kick returning goes, who wants to return kicks? I don't really want it to be Daquan Potter. Let's have Ray Hodges return kicks this year. He's already returning punts. Third down running back. Obviously, it's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs. Sorry, Juwan Morrison. I like Juwan Morrison. I like Juwan Morrison a lot. He was really good for us down the stretch last year, but, I mean, grow up. Jahmyr Gibbs is that dude. Ray Hodges, for now, will be the slot receiver, but we're probably going to add someone at the receiver position, so we can reevaluate when the time comes. Drew Sanders, we kind of have a sub linebacker, Kaliko Wall. Slot corner going to be Jacoby Arrington, and then we have our practice squad. So let's get into who we are going to look at here as far as prospects, and then we'll go right into the draft because we need to do the scouting private workouts. So I'm not going to get Jack Peralta, the number 1 wide receiver on the board, but we are going to target a few guys here. So let's go look at our board. We already know that we want to see Nate Green. We want to see more of Nate Green. Let's see where he is. I don't think that we're going to get him 100% scouted. I think it only goes up by like 10% or 15% in this stage. I can't really remember. But I do want to highlight some other guys at the strong safety position. I think it's huge and very important. You can see the left tackles we're 100% on, right? We know this guy's round 1-2. We know this guy's round 1-2. So, like, we could grab either of these guys in the first and really not blink an eye. Like, one's bad at pass blocking, one's bad at run blocking. I tend to prefer Shaquille Morton here because we can just, I think running the ball is honestly easier. I still think Mitch Royal's probably our top guy on the board. He's obviously listed as a top guy on the board, but just a guy that runs a 4.36 with A hit power and B zone. That's kind of insane. He's 95% completion, though. I think he's going to be gone by the time we pick. So I don't necessarily want to do him. 100% want to do Nate Green. I'm thinking, who should we get 100% here? Probably, let's see here. I have the free safeties listed here. We have a couple 21-year-olds in the 4.4s. I would like to know this Bryan guy. Where's he at? Mike Bryan is interesting to me because while he has zone coverage, and this is going to mess up my check mark thing because Madden sucks, but he ran the fastest 40. 3rd highest bench press reps. 2nd quickest as well. B hit power, A injury, C tackle. So his stuff's not all the way there, but the measurables are insane. 6'1", free safety out of Michigan. Plus, I kind of want to know like a later round guy, Rather than just going up for the top, like I kind of know who we're taking. We have 2 left tackles that are graded out 1st to 2nd. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go with Mike Bryan here as one of our guys. I think I'm going to go with Nate Green as one of our guys. And I'm going to go, I want to 100% know where Mitch Royal is. So these are our guys. Mike Bryan, Nate Green, Mitch Royal. Yes. Excuse me. I'm kind of sick while I'm recording this, so I keep having to mute to cough. So if there's a couple random seconds, it's just me coughing. So anyways, let's wrap up our final look at our board here. So we can go down the list by position here. You're going to see that I have a couple wide receivers, Darren Davenport, George Collins, Nate Green on the board as well. I don't have any tight ends. We're not really looking at that. We're looking at left tackles. We're looking at left guard here. Mike Robinson looks pretty good. I do think he will be gone anytime we pick. But he'd start for us instantly pretty much. It's not updating. There we go. Center. We have an undrafted right guard in David Kelly, who I like. And the reason I like him is because he has 35 bench press reps, right? Pretty solid. A impact blocking, A lead blocking, C pass block, but his run block's A to C. So he's basically going to be a road grader. I could see him being like low 70s, which would start for us, to be honest with you, and we could get him undrafted. So wouldn't be mad about that. Right tackle's not really anybody. We just signed a couple defensive ends and D tackles in free agency. Linebacker, we signed in free agency. We do need a right outside linebacker. I kind of want to switch to a 3-4 if some things go right, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. But there are a couple undrafted guys here for depth. Like this Quentin Stark guy, I think is pretty interesting. Just 6'2", 231, ran a 4.55. Ran a 4.55 and had 28 bench press reps at the combine. So elite speed, and his strength is good, but it looks better than good, to be honest with you. B hit power, B play rec, A to B tackle, which I think is huge for a linebacker. He's going to play special teams, right? So he's a second to third. Wait. Oh, was that Shelton? Was it showing me Shelton? Oh, no, I clicked Shelton. Okay, so Shelton's pretty good too. He's not bad, but he's going to go way higher. So Quentin Stark, another undrafted guy to look at. We have a lot of 5th and 6th round picks, so got a couple safeties in here as well. We already talked about Mike Bryan a little bit. Kyrie Peters from Tennessee State looks pretty good. 21 years old, second fastest safety. Pretty excited about him. A finesse moves, B hit power. His tackling's a D, which is not obviously ideal. And then Keyshawn Nicholas, who had the 6th fastest 40. Again, another D tackler. So not the best tacklers, but these guys would be guys that would fill in for Justin Simmons in probably next year. I have a list here. So free safety. We signed Justin Simmons to a 3-year contract, but he's regressing. And he's regressing hard. Bunch of safeties, strong safeties in this class, including 5'9" hybrid safety Ruben Fisher, who ran a 4.33, blazing. Can still tackle with a C, B hit power. He's okay. I don't think he would start necessarily for us, but it's undrafted, so you got to look at all your options here. Terrence Stevenson, second to third round, 21 years old again, 4.3, 840. Not great tackling, but good pursuit. Someone to look at as well. We're probably going to have to make some real-time decisions during the draft because we only have a 1st and a 3rd. So I am going to do everything in my power to take either Mitch Royal or one of these left tackles. And then I am going to most likely trade up to get Nate Green. We need that wide receiver. It's not every day. Not every day that you see a 6'7" wide receiver. It's just not. So let's go look at our prospects here that we highlighted. See what they are. So we know Mitch Royal's round 1. We kind of thought he'd be round 1. He's round 1. Okay, so round 2. Or 1 to 2, I mean. Nate Green, a round 1 talent. Okay, so we knew. We had a feeling. Okay, so now we know. Oh, Mike Bryan. See, look, this is why I didn't take the bait. You can't take the bait. Look at that. So he ran the fastest 40. But his tackling's bad. His pursuit's bad. His coverage is horrible. His finesse moves are bad. His hit power is really the only thing saving him, and his speed. So he might be a fun player to take, later in the draft. But round 3 to 4, he's projected undrafted free agent. So now I know that my guys are on the board, right? I'm leaning Mitch Royal. I'm leaning Shaq Morton, and I am going to go ahead and move Nate Green well up the board. He's going to be number 3 on our board here. Really, he's probably higher, quite honestly. He's probably my number 2 priority. But I know Shaq Morton would be a huge asset to our team as well at left tackle. Like, just solidifying that would be so nice. So let's do that. Let us get into the draft here. I want to watch the first round unfold, and I want one more time. I'm going to go through the scouting players here. I know this is probably way boring. You can skip ahead, probably like the 16-minute mark, and I'll be in the draft. But we're at 14 minutes right now, and I just want to show some of the first-round prospects here. Jack Peralta, a lot of quarterbacks, right? 4 quarterbacks in the top 10, including Phil Holcomb's twin. Then you have the left tackles that we're looking at going 11, 12. Keep in mind, we don't pick until like 24, 20-something. So Mitch Royal's most likely going to be gone unless we can make a move up for him. But we might be able to find some of these other guys. And honestly, we might just take Nate Green in the first round. If the draft falls that way and we don't have to trade anything to move up, I think that might be the move. I'm fine with our offensive line. I would like to improve it, obviously. But, yeah, let's get into the draft. All right, Patriots on the clock to start us off here. Let's go ahead and advance to the next pick. Where is the draft board? There it is. Eric Batch, right end, goes number 1 off the board. I don't think he was projected number 1. Yeah, Peralta and Wade, he was the number 3 player on the board, I think. So a Missouri Tiger goes number 1. We'll go a little faster here. We're just going to get through. Right tackle goes number 2. There's the right outside linebacker. So no quarterback, no receiver yet. Okay, another right outside linebacker. There's the quarterback to Pittsburgh. Julian Wade goes off the board at number 5. A running back, Luke Sermon, goes number 6 to Indianapolis. What year are we in? For reference, this is the 2027 NFL draft. So there's another right end off the board. There's the wide receiver going to team up with Justin Jefferson out there in Minnesota. I assume they haven't got rid of him. I don't know. Dang it. There goes Mitch Royal. Okay, so we knew Mitch Royal was going to be round 1. We picked 26th, by the way. He went 9th, so we were never close on Mitch Royal. He's going to be a stud. Interesting. I'm excited to see what he looks like. There's a corner that goes off the board. Another right tackle. I would guess our left tackles start to go here. Left end. Would guess our left tackle start to go pretty soon. There goes Shaq Morton to the Detroit Lions. Tennessee never has an offensive line. There you go, outside linebacker. Commanders never have an offensive line. There we go. They take Julian Goddard. So all 3 of our guys are off the board. Jordan Bonds from South Carolina also off the board here. Pat Hyde a corner. Reuben Harding. Okay, so we're going to go D tackle. Oh, one of our other safeties. So John McLean, I actually have a note on him. John McLean. 23 years old, but he's 5'9". He ran a 4.37, 16 bench press reps. He has A to B zone. I didn't fully scout him. A hit power, B pursuit, B tackle. So pretty decent player. I bet he has star to superstar dev. Clifton Grisham, also have a note on him. Also a safety we had on our board. 22 years old, 5'11", 223, ran a 4.39 40. Only 14 bench press reps, though. B hit power, C zone, C pursuit, B tackle. So he's a little bit worse on the attributes than the other guys. But Dion gets one of his D tackles drafted, followed by another defensive tackle, followed by our 3rd left tackle on the board, who we were going to have to take here. 22 years old, 6'6", 312. A pass block, B impact block, A awareness, B to C run block, B lead block. So he's decent. He's decent. He would have been a good guy to have on our team. As another running back, Grant Casey from Auburn goes here. So let's look at our options here. Who could we possibly trade this for? I would not want to move down more than like 5 spots. We're not trading for anything 2028. It's got to be 2027. So there's pick 35. Honestly, pretty enticing. We don't have a 2nd or a 1st next year, so to get a 2nd, 3rd would be huge. Also pick up a 7th in this year's draft. I'm not taking 2028. Now, we could move back 4 spots and pick up an extra 3rd. That's actually very enticing. What a ridiculous trade offer. They're offering me that just to move up 4 spots. All right, I'm gonna take it. If Nate Green goes, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad if he goes. Wow, they trade up to take the safety Kenya Mora, who was on my board as well. These strong safeties are flying off the board. He was 6'2", 199, 4'5", 140. B hit power, B zone, A pursuit, C tackle. So they trade up to get a safety. The Bengals take Desmond Griffey from Clemson. The Cowboys take Darren Davenport, who was on our board, as we know, a 4.33. And then the Eagles take Mateo Guerrero. So 3 wide receivers go in the 4 picks that we did, and none of them took our guy. Wow. Okay, so we trade down, we pick up an extra 3rd, and we're going to get our top guy on the board. One of our top guys on the board. We're taking Nate Green. How could you not? 6'7", 228 pounds, just 22 years old from Florida. 4.36, 41-inch vertical. A catch in traffic, B catching, A carrying, A spectacular catch, A run blocking. I mean, this guy is a dream. This guy is a damn dream. Yeah, of course he's hidden dev. Are you kidding me? 91 speed, 94 jumping, 91 change of direction at 6'7". Yeah, I mean, this guy's going to be insane. Yeah, Nate Green, that's our guy. right opposite of JT Booth. That's the second first-round wide receiver we've taken in the last 3 years, but I'm telling you, it is going to be worth it in this offense. And we picked up a free third, essentially, because our top guys on the board were gone. Mitch Royal, the safety, was gone, and then both left tackles. So, yeah, we get our guy. We're going to advance to the next user pick here. I'm not going to do much trading here. Peter Chambers goes the pick after us, though. We've talked about him. Okay, so let's see if we can trade this for anything. We have two of the next 4 picks. So we can move back to 99. Move back to 98 and pick up a 7th and a 6th. I don't really see, like, that one. It's not bad. No, we're not going to do it. We're going to take our player here. I don't know who we're going to take. We're going to take a player here. We're going to pick somebody who's going to be good. I'm just not sure who it is. Wow, this guy must have really sucked. George Collins. He doesn't look very good. Who's on our board here? George Collins is on our board. We already know, so these are all undrafted guys, so we can wait on these guys. But we already know Mike Bryan, because I would have taken Mike Bryan here, just not knowing, his full talent. So I'm glad that we went through and took that. So now we can start to look at guys who can upgrade the team. So we have a few offensive linemen here. This guy's nothing special. Nothing special. His pass blocking's pretty bad. I can't lie to you. Undrafted free agent guys. Day 3, how about Andy Tyler? What does he look like? 6'6", 334. He did have 33 bench press reps, which is pretty good. A, impact blocking. A, injury. A to C, lead block. B to D, pass block. C, run block. Like, he might not be horrible. We don't have a great left guard as of right now. He could be the pick. Day 3 centers. No, thank you. I think Danny Spellman looked kind of good, but his physicals were pretty bad. Yep, I remember that. So F, lead block. Yeah, we're not going to follow anybody there. None of these guys are really looking worth the time of day, to be quite honest with you. Pretty weak class. Eddie Gallagher looks kind of interesting, just 22 years old. 32 reps, A to C pass block, C to F run block, though. That kind of turns me off. Seth Bennett, he's just decent. D run blocking, he's just not good. Just not good. Athletic right tackle, just not good. None of these guys are going to be even better than what we have on the offensive line, so there's no point in wasting a lot of time here. So we could look at some replacements for some of our guys. So we do have right tackle, right end, left outside linebacker, and right outside linebacker, and corner kind of up for next year. So again, I probably didn't do a very good job scouting this, but there are a lot of guys here who could be something. Like, I like Mike Bryan, like, he's cool, but I wouldn't take him. Floyd Jeffers. Like, what about this guy? Michael Claiborne, 21 years old, ran a 4.61 with 27 bench press reps, elite strength. He has A tackle, A hit power, C pursuit, C play rec, A block shedding, but his coverage is pretty bad. But he might start. Like, he might start over JL Skinner, or he'll at least be in the mix, right? Like, out of Minnesota. Like, I think he's probably a guy we should take. Quite honestly, I don't have anybody else on my board, and I need a safety, so I'm thinking Michael Claiborne's the guy. I like him being 21. I like him being so strong. He's going to at least play special teams for us, and that's huge. Let's get him. Oh, and he's hidden dev. Let's go, baby. Only 86 speed, so that's going to be obviously an issue. But we got a hidden dev safety that we didn't even scout, really, so I'll take that all day. We're going to be faced with the same conundrum that we're faced with currently, in that I don't know who to take. So we'll just advance 4 picks from now. Eddie Murphy goes off the board. Shout out. That's pretty funny. Well, who do we take here? Any guys that have fallen that could possibly be, I don't know, dudes? It's round 3 to 4, so some of these guys, may have just not went. So 21-year-old speed rusher, outside linebacker, block shedding's not good, pursuit's not good. He's not great. What are we thinking here? We do need a right outside linebacker. This guy's interesting. He's a run stopper. He's 4.61, so he's not slow. B catching, B play rec, A to C zone, A to C man. B to D tackle, though. That's kind of scary. 23 years old also. Yeah, he's someone to watch. He's someone to watch, but he's not someone I want to go in on right now. Let's see. I mean, someone on this board has to be sick, right? Justin Lawrence. Why did I think I heard this name and he seemed good when I looked at him earlier? Because he's the fastest right outside linebacker in the class. A, hit power. B, play rec. I think he's a run stopper, yeah. We might be shifting. We are playing a 4-3 right now. And we have Baron Browning out there. And he's our only right outside linebacker. So I think we should take this guy out of Iowa here. B to D block shred. A to C pursuit. A to C tackle. His zone coverage isn't good. But he might be a guy. He might be a dude that can play for us. We're going to take him. And he's hidden dev. Let's go. All right, we are striking on a lot of these guys. Granted, he was the fastest, so you can pretty much tell who the hidden dev guys are going to be sometimes when they're the fastest, but I'll take it. 2 hidden dev guys with our free extra third-round pick. Yeah, I'm loving this draft so far. Also, the left outside linebacker we were looking at, Ted Brock, he went the pick directly after us. So, here we go. Let's do a little bit more research here. Those wide receivers are still on the board. Okay, so we could use offensive line help, and I know that it's so boring to take offensive lines. We also need corners. Ooh, how about Elijah Rucker here? 6'2". He's just not fast enough for me. Unfortunate. God, I hate this. Why would Madden be like, hey, we should revert them back to the top of the page when they exit out of somebody? Dumb. Also, that guy looks awesome. Greg Christmas. I mean, he looks awesome. I might take do I take a backup quarterback for Phil? Phil did not want to re-sign. We honestly signed him to the 5th-year extension. He did not want to re-sign. Do we take a quarterback? I know what you're thinking. Jaw, you have a quarterback. You have Phil Holcomb, the golden boy. And you're not wrong. You're really not wrong. But we have Drew Lock on a 1-year deal. He's only 60 overall. What if we develop a guy like Greg Christmas? What do we think about that? Something to consider. Maybe with our 5th-round pick. I'm not going to take him in the 4th. I'm not going to take a tight end. Here we go. Let's get into the left tackles here. Glenn Herndon from Kansas State, 21 years old, 32 bench press reps at the combine. Did not have a good senior day, or not senior day, college pro day. But A to C impact blocking, C lead block, C pass block, C pass block finesse, B to D run finesse, run block pass. He's not going to be good. We might take him later, but he can't be the pick right now. He just can't be. It's unfortunate because I really, really, really need offensive line help, and this offensive line class was dog water. Now, that being said, could we move a guy like Joe Cruz to guard? Because we have our center of the future. A lead block, I like that. B run block, I like that. B to D pass block, A to D run block, A to C run block, finesse. He's not a power guy. Not a power guy. Only 31 reps. Could be an interesting guy. Joe Cruz. Seems interesting. 6'4", 313 could easily play guard. Right guards, there just aren't any. Right tackles. I feel like there was a right tackle that I was thinking like, oh, we can move this guy to right guard potentially. But I don't remember who that was. And I'm not seeing anybody that's standing out on the board. Although Wayne Steele, 6'4", 340, A impact. He looks okay. Okay, we might consider him down the road here. Juan Brayton, like we need defensive line help too. 4th strongest, just doesn't have finesse moves. He's really not very good. God, I don't know who to take. I don't know, does he need finesse moves? He's a power run-stopping defensive lineman. I feel like I sometimes just get caught up on the strength, and I don't really think too much about anything else. D tackle we could definitely take. I feel like I want to add. I feel like I want to add a corner. I think we need to add a corner. I just don't know which one. Zach Kershaw here looks pretty interesting. 23. 4.45 is not horrible. B catching. His play rec is so bad, though. His tackling's good. There's a fast corner. Oh, we just don't know enough. His D-man coverage is not good. There's another fast corner, though. Zach Springs. Coverage is very, very bad. There's the fastest corner. A to C man coverage. B press. C tackle. F injury, though. Do we take a shot? Do we take a shot on a 23-year-old from Boise State? Tevin Singh? I think we might have to. Let's check out Mr. Archibald here. 21 years of age. Okay, so what's that discrepancy? So third fastest corner. He's got elite jumping. B tackle. His coverage isn't great. I say we take Tevin Singh here. Let's get a fast corner on the roster. Normal dev. Okay, but he's 93 speed. 93 speed. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Let's go. Welcome to the roster. I'm taking Greg Christmas if he's there in the next round. I'm trying to speed this thing up for you guys. Oh, Joe Cruz goes one pick before us. No. Not that I was going to take him necessarily, but no. Oh, and Greg Christmas is gone too. Oh, man. Oh, talk about a kick in the nuts. All our guys are gone. All right, I'm going to start taking guys off of our list here. So this guy, 6'3", 336. He's 22 years old. He's fast. And he's decently athletic. His pass, he's going to be fine. We're going to take David Kelly here. No questions asked. 22 years old, 89 strength. I think this man will potentially start for us at left or right guard. I'm not sure. He will start for us most likely. And we just got him in the 5th round. So, huge pick. I don't know how many picks we have left. I do know we are up in 4 picks again. So, let's get that going. And there's a running back. Courtney Monk goes off the board. Here we go. So this is our next 5th round pick here. We have currently 4 picks left. Okay. So we can just start going hog wild. Let's see if that other corner's there. The 21-year-old Archibald. Ooh, I might take Archibald because Jacoby Arrington's going to be a free agent. I don't think we're going to re-sign him. We have Alontae Taylor on a 1-year deal. We have Caleb Farley on a 1-year deal, I believe. Maybe 2-year deal. We also could look at free safety because we have our guy Kyrie Peters right here, who is decent, just D tackle. That's the only thing that throws me off is the D tackle, man. But we have another guy, Ruben Fisher, who we could take here at strong safety. Did we take a strong safety earlier? I don't believe that we did. Who all have we taken in this draft so far? We've taken Nate Green, the wide receiver. We took Justin Lawrence, the right outside linebacker. We took a corner. Did we take a strong safety? We didn't take a strong safety. I wouldn't have taken anyone not on this list, and we did not take anyone on these lists. So, you're either looking at a 23-year-old 5'9" hybrid strong safety. You're looking at a 6-foot free safety. I also had, who else did I have? Nicholas on the board? Where's he at? Keyshawn Nicholas, 5'11". He's okay. Nothing special, nothing to write home about. What about this super athletic corner, Mario Archibald, who plays zone? What about Alani Brown? Third, this guy, pretty good too. Wow, this guy's really good. Good vertical, good. Wow, he's good at everything. B zone coverage as well. His man coverage is obviously lacking. Jabari Jackson, another fast corner with horrible coverage. Okay, so do we like Mario Archibald better? 21 years old. 4'1". I mean, he's strong too, man. He's strong. That's what I like about him. God, he's strong too. Both these guys are strong. 6'1", 2, like one zone, like the A press on this guy. He's athletic. B zone coverage. What's Archibald's? C zone D man. I think I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna go with Alani Brown. 4'3", 940, 38-inch vertical, good broad jump, good strength. We're gonna take him. And he's hidden dev. Let's go. 92 speed. We get our hidden dev corner. Okay, so we just took two corners, pretty much ensuring the end of Jacoby Arrington, our first ever first round draft pick. But we have Pat Surtain locked up, so we need to get some guys that can help him out, you know? And now we can look to move a corner. We can move Alante Taylor if we need to, for a different player. All right, so we are at 36 minutes of this video, so I'm going to hurry it up a bit here. I know you probably are skipping around as well. I just like to talk about my rationale for taking these guys. So we're going to pick some players here. We're going to take safeties, I think. See no reason not to take safeties, especially the ones that are on our board here. Yeah, I mean, Ruben Fisher's still there. So is Keyshawn Nicholas. George Collins, very similar to Nico Collins, honestly. Probably a cousin. Yeah, I mean, maybe we can look at offensive line here in the later rounds. We talked about Glenn Herndon. We probably ought to take Glenn Herndon at some point. It's not going to be now, though. I think we're going to take Ruben Fisher here. I know he's projected undrafted, but he looks fun, and he's undrafted, so who cares? It's fine. 91 speed, though, at safety. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I'll take it. He's just going to be a backup anyway, most likely. But we get a dog. We get a dude from Alabama. Shit, I didn't mean to hit viewer draft board. Madden's menus take forever to load. This is why I like to lock up guys at the end of the rounds, because it makes it that much quicker when we go. Because it dictates your whole draft early. You know, how these guys get drafted. Like all of our top guys were gone, so we had to make some adjustments. So we had to go with a guy we wanted to get in the second and the first. And that's okay. Favorites, we still have our safeties there, both of them. I don't really want to make a decision on these guys. I mean, he's the fastest. He's the second fastest. 35-inch vertical. 35.4-inch vertical. 36 at the combine. Oh, man. This guy's quick as hell, too. So, all right, let's take a look here. B, what matters, right? Awareness matters. D, awareness. B, hit power. D, tackle. How about C, awareness, B, hit power, D, tackle. Zone coverage. C. Could be B. B to C. I think I'm going to go with Keyshawn Nicholas. Why not? 88 speed. Not the fastest guy in the world. That's fine. That is fine. We get some depth at safety, regardless of what we think of Justin Simmons. We can build someone up behind Justin Simmons, you know? And now we can finally focus on taking the player that we wanted to take, as some of our guys go off the board, Collins and such. I hope our left tackle, Glenn Herndon, did not go off the board here. We're going to get a 21-year-old left tackle from Kansas State. We love Kansas State in this household, and he looks terrible. He looks okay. C lead block, C pass block, A to C impact blocking, which is huge. If he's B run blocking, I can't complain too much. He can move the guard. Hey yo, 84 strength, 39 change of direction. How is that even possible, Glenn? How is that even possible? That guy might be 60 overall. He might have been the worst draft pick we ever could have picked, but we obviously took him because we're homers. We're taking K-State guys. No more picks in this draft. Here we go. Let's go to the draft recap here. Okay, so we don't get anybody with high overalls. Wow, okay. Also, we took Michael Claiborne, who was a strong safety. So, I'm dumb, and I took 2 strong safeties, but hey, Ruben Fisher, 66 overall, whatever. Glenn Herndon, by the way, 60 overall. I called that. These safeties were not good. God, they might not even make the roster. The corners were not good. The right guard, 68, though. He will make the roster. We made the right pick in Tevin Singh here. He's 71 overall. Hidden dev. Right outside linebacker with hidden dev, but he's only 68 overall. And then Michael Claiborne, who's 70 overall, but hidden dev as well. And then we get Nate Green, obviously, who is very, very good, 91. His strength's only 64 somehow, but he is going to be a beast. 85 catching traffic, really good short route runner, 94 jumping. So yeah, we like him. There's one player I wanted to look at because we missed him by 1 pick. And that's Joe Cruz. I want to see what he looks like. 65 overall. Okay. Okay, he's fine. He's not very good. Okay. I don't feel bad. And then I want to look at he had to have gone what in the 4th? Christmas? Where's Christmas? Christmas. Grimmeth. There he is. 68 overall. Normal dev rookie. Okay. 95 throw power though. Interesting prospect, goes to the Bengals. But yeah, so let's go back to our draft real quick. Just wrapping it up here. We took Nate Green in the 1st. We took Michael Claiborne in the 2nd. So we got better defensively. Got a lot of defensive guys. We got an offensive guard that could start. We got safety depth, and we got offensive tackle depth. We didn't need any skill positions. We needed 1 skill position, and we got him in the 1st round. So cannot complain about that. Will not complain about that. But that's your 2027 NFL draft for the Denver Broncos. So we got a trade offer for Jahmyr Gibbs, who we're obviously not trading, but I'm interested anyway. So many guys want him because he's the backup running back on our board, but we're not even entertaining that at all. There may be some trades that I do offline that I'll recap you on, but for now, I'm gonna head out here. Thanks for watching. Hit the follow button, subscribe, so that way you know when the season starts, because we're about to start dropping game content. We're gonna breeze through the preseason here, and we are going to try to win a Super Bowl here after just getting not embarrassed, but we blew the lead against the Raiders in the playoff game, and we lost the division to them, as you can see on the screen. So we got a lot of things to look forward to. Phil's got some new weapons in Jahmyr Gibbs and Nate Green, so very excited about that. Tune in to the next one. I will see you guys then. Goodbye.